We traveled to the campus of UC Riverside in Riverside, California, to hear a frank discussion on the difference between men and women when it comes to masturbation.
You can generalize, like, oh, men masturbate all the time, but you can't really say that about women because it's more of a variety.
It's not really true, though. I mean, okay, yeah, it's a pretty good generalization. Most men masturbate all the time.
Well, I think a lot of times, like, girls or women that don't do it, they honestly think that they don't need to do it, or they don't know what it does until you actually do it, or you hear about other people
What does it do?
actually masturbating.
What does it
or
do?
You know, some people just need to learn about themselves, you know, what your pleasures are. Just lets you know about your own body a lot of times that you don't.
Now, compare that reason to masturbate with why you masturbate.
Masturbate because it feels good. I mean, it relieves the tension.
And?
Have to.
Have to. He has to.
It's more emotional, I think, with women than it is with men. Thinking about like a relationship or something on that line.
When you masturbate, you have to think about that kind of an experience in order for things to work?
It's almost not even about the sex itself. It is about the leading up to it.
And the connection, maybe.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, do you understand what she's talking about?
It's different.
It's very different, right? What do you need?
I mean, I like visual stimulus, I suppose.
Men fantasize about the women that they're looking at pictures about. We just fantasize about different things.
They watch this. When you look at the pictures, what are you fantasizing about with those women?
We're having sex. I don't know. There's no mood. There's no nothing
like.
No, it's just.
Is he even a person?
Not really. It's more body parts and.
Body
like
parts. They actually examine body parts. It's not a person. It's parts of a person. But how about this? If you were in a relationship with a man, would it be a problem if you were still looking around at pictures?
No, I don't think so. But I think I see it so differently because when I was in a relationship with someone, that's the person I would think about when I was in those settings.
So wouldn't you expect him to do that too?
Yeah, I would, but I think that they don't.
Think about it. Why don't you just do it more with your girlfriend?
It's kind of variety too, in a way. My girl's not a fantasy. Yeah.
Men are testosterone drives a need for variety. Drives it.
Good one.
And so, as opposed to him actually seeking variety in real life, he's visually, in fantasy life, having a little variety, which is what his biology requires of him. Is that okay?
I guess it has to be.
Is it painful to really accept how men actually are?
It's not painful. It's just confusing, I guess, is the better word. Because we just don't understand, because that's not the way we work.
I'm really not coming off too well at the moment.
Thank you for being just what you are. Appreciate it. Well done. So, in December of 1994, during a discussion on AIDS prevention at the United Nations, the U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Joycelyn Elders, was asked a question to which she answered, "With regards to masturbation, I think it is something that is part of human sexuality and a part of something that perhaps should be taught." And that statement cost Dr. Elders her job. She joins me now. Welcome, Dr. Elders. Thank you so much for joining us. We are honored, we're privileged. And I just got to know, was that it? You said that and you were out? That was it?
Well, I was answering a question about the A, B, C, D of AIDS prevention. You know, we have a problem with AIDS all over the world.
Yes.
It was at the UN, and a lot of African countries were there. And so A for abstinence, B, be faithful, C, use a latex condom, and D, do other things. Well, I didn't even go into that very much, but then this was doing a question and answer period that I was asked specifically about masturbation, and I responded. Well, yeah, I think that masturbation is something that's been done by, you know, you said 95%.
I think that's an underestimation.
Well,
if a male's got limbs, he's doing this. And my question, though, is why do we have such a thing about this? I mean, throughout human history, at least since ancient civilization,
yes,
we've had energy about this. What is that?
You know, I think it's, you know, how we give up taboos and myths. They're so very hard to give up. One of the things we know, some of the things we know about masturbation, you know, it's never given anybody a disease. never gotten anybody pregnant. That won't cause you to go blind, hair to grow in your hands. It won't cause you to go crazy. And you always know you're having sex with somebody you love. So.
Thank you very much. Wow. And so that is beautiful. What makes it so important for us to discuss this topic? I mean, you sort of brushed on that, but it seems like it's an important topic too, right?
I think it's a very important topic for us to discuss.
And have we moved since 1994 to the present? Are we further along?
Well, I think we're further along. We're talking about it. You know, you never heard the word probably much before 1994. Well, now you can have this show.
Right.
We can talk. We even talk about it at the dinner table, and so it could never be even mentioned before. So I think that and parents are beginning to be more open.
And for you, it was worth putting your job on the line for that?
Yes, I felt that I went to Washington to be the Surgeon General. I wanted to do the very best job that I knew how to do. And if I had it all to do over again starting tonight, I would do it the same way. And I think we'd have far less sexual dysfunction in our society if more people were open and honest and we really were able to discuss and talk about masturbation.
Well, Dr. Elders, it has been a pleasure. I want to thank you. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Elder.
Thank you.